In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up user accounts with your vibe-coded app, whether it's iPad, iPhone, or Mac. Now, we'll be using Supabase as our backend service, which also does the authentication for us. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go to Supabase and we'll go to our dashboard. Now that we're in Supabase, we'll set up our project. You'll just click the new project button and then I'll select my organization, my project name, stuff like that, and then click all this stuff, and that's fine. You'll want to make sure you have your database password and click copy, just because you'll need this later on, and then we'll click create new project. Now, once the project's created, we'll have this main dashboard. We'll go back into our software, we'll go over to our settings, Supabase, connect Supabase, I already have an account, and then we'll open our access token page. We're going to generate a new token, and then we're just going to name this token. And now we're just going to generate a token. Now with this token, we'll go back here, we'll just paste your token right into here, then use an existing project, and we'll select movie. Now we'll type in the database password that we created, and then we'll click continue. Now it's all connected and it's just going to save. We'll take a second. Now when it's done saving, we can go over and see our database tab, which shows some information. We don't have any tables or information yet in here, so we'll work on that now. Now we'll go back to Supabase, we'll go to our project, and then we'll go to authentication. And then we'll go to sign in and providers. And as you see, we have email right here, and then we'll go back to native line. And now we have a message saying, please create user sign-in authentication and include create new account as well. Also, please make a profile tab that I have attached to Supabase, and I would like you to use that. That works fine. We can clean up the prompt, but not a big deal. It's going to build out that user profile page and the sign in, sign up, that flow. Awesome, and now it's finished. It has all the information here. It says it all looks good. Now it's going to check for your credential Supabase session on launch. If you're signed in, straight to the app, blah, 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 blah. Did the whole flow. And then we can also go back to our code and we can find services. We'll go to Supabase service and you should be able to see your Supabase URL and your Supabase anon key. Now we'll go over to Supabase. We'll click connect. We'll go to our API keys. We'll copy project URL and then we'll get the Supabase URL and we'll just paste it right there. And then we'll go to our anon key and we'll copy this and we'll just paste this right here. This is fine to keep here. Perfect. And now that's in there, we'll go back to here and we'll rerun our app. Now our app did crash and that's fine. That can occasionally happen, especially with AI. Now I'm just going to send the crash logs over to the AI and it's going to fix it up for us. As you can see, it's got all the information here, Supabase stuff like that, and it's just going to work through that entire process for us. And as you can see, it found the problem. It says just this information right here, the URL key are visible in source. It's going to fix the config and use them directly to fix that so it's crash safe. Now we'll go back to our code. We'll take a quick look at this to make sure that we don't have to repaste. Everything looks pretty good in here. And we'll just go back to our app and it says clean build, explains the fix, the problem, everything like that. Perfect. Okay, our app didn't crash and all looks good. So we can click create an account and you can see the password stuff popped up with the Apple. And then we'll click display name. We'll say my display name is Kane. And then we'll put my email address in. And then we'll create a password. And we'll confirm that password and click create account. And our app is created, our account is created. Now we'll go back to Supabase and we'll click on users and you can see our users in there. We're all set up on that side. Now we have our user authentication, all that stuff, and we did tell it to make a page, so I'm just going to click a few random buttons, select a few random movies, and then say build my profile. And you can see we have the profile tab, and with the email, it's got the password and the sign-in, all that stuff right there. So if you want to have the tool that I used, the link is in the description. It's Native Line. You can find it on Google, nativeline.ai, and you can download it for your Mac and build your own apps. Thank you guys so much. You have a great rest of your day.